Hey, welcome back to edtech. Today we are here to learn about another JavaScript string method, that is substring. Substring is somewhat similar to slice, but there are some differences. I'll go through the differences in a separate tutorial, but here we are just to learn about substring method. Okay, so let's get started with an example. Let's consider a string. Let's say just a hello world, to be very simple. A simple hello world. Dot. Okay. Oh, sorry about the spell. Okay. Don't forget the semicolon. Okay. So what is actually a substring? It's somewhat similar to other string methods in which a new string is extracted from the original string with the conditions given according to the parameters in the round brackets. So let's check how it is done. Let's create a new string. Let's say X. So the syntax would be similar. str.string dot, you have to append it with a dot, substring, the full substring with the spelling as substring, and within the round brackets, let's start with two parameters. Let's start with 0, the first parameter, and 2, and then the semicolon. So the 0, first parameter, which is 0 in this case, is the starting of the search, starting position of the search, the starting index position. And the second parameter 2 is the position, the index position at which the search stops, right? But as in the case of slice, here also the second parameter index character, which is when I say 2, which is the ending position, the first character of this position is not inclusive. So 2 is not inclusive. So it will be from 0 until 1. So what is 0? H. Character H is at 0 index position. E is at 1 position. L is 2. But since 2 is not inclusive, the second parameter is not inclusive, so it's until E, which is until the first index position, which is E. So the answer should be HE. Let's check out. I should have called the result first. So it's document.write X followed by semicolon. Okay. Here, right? Okay. Now, what if I do, it's not necessary, it has to be from the first position. Let's make this 2 and let's make this 7. So it's starting from 0, ending at 7. So from 2 to 6 we have to search, and 2 to 7, but not inclusive of 7. So here starting from 2, which is 0, 1, 2, 8, the first L is 2. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you count in the forward direction, you'll find the O in world is at 7th position. Yes, so not including O, it will be like from 0, 1, 2. So LLO space W, that should be the result. LLOW. So I hope you understood. Now, what if I reverse? I make it like 7 and 2. So normally in this in substring, you should remember if the first parameter is greater than the second, the search doesn't happen in the reverse direction. That's the rule. It's not allowed. So what does it do? It automatically swaps the parameters, which is not shown here, but while searching it does. So the result would be as good as trying to look for first parameter 2 and second parameter 7. That means the same result as before. Let's check it out. There you go, it's the same result. So keep this in mind. If the first one is greater than the second parameter, the substring, while looking for the substring, while searching for the characters, it will automatically, substring syntax will automatically swap, and make sure that it is the other way around. That is, the second argument or parameter which is less will go into the first place and vice versa. Okay, what if you have both 7? So the result should be an empty string, right? Because if it starts with 7 and the second one 7 cannot be inclusive, which means it has to be an empty string. There you go, it's empty, nothing there. Okay, what if I leave all this and just have a negative value, -1. If you remember, like in the case of slice, -1. So usually -1 in slice is like last character, but here we see that when you use a negative character, whether it's -1 or -5, whichever number, it will be treated as 0 by the substring syntax. So when it's 0 means it is the first character, so result will turn out to be the whole string, because when you have 0, the rule is the whole string will be extracted because the second parameter is not mentioned. There you go, hello world with a dot. Now, if I write, and then let's say 2. So in this case, it is -1 is treated as 0, second parameter is treated as 2. Now the whole string won't be extracted, but it will be treated like 0, 2. That means starting with 0 until 2, with 2 being exclusive. So that means starting with H, 0, 1, 2. The second character is at the first L, so it should be just he. Just he. Okay, so, and then if you have both minus, same thing. So if you have both minus means both are 0. So again, it will be an empty string, right? So this is what you have to keep in mind. So these are the rules of substring. I'll be coming up with other string methods in the following week. And then after that, I'll be coming up with a tutorial in which I'll be explaining the differences between the different string methods and when you should be using it. So until then, stay safe, stay subscribed. If you haven't hit the bell button yet, make sure that you hit the bell button so that you are immediately notified as and when I publish such tutorials on a regular basis. And do remember to subscribe to become a JavaScript hero from zero, and also to become as a hero in front-end web development. It's very easy, don't worry. I'll be teaching all in mini lessons in such a way that you'll remember. Once you go through my lessons, I'll make sure that you will retain all this in your memory. That's exactly the reason I'm making short, mini, micro lessons, because it's much easier for retention and your muscle memory. I'll be also coming up with more tutorials on how to improve your muscle memory. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and make sure you hit the bell button. Okay, bye. See you in the next tutorial. Until then, ciao.